my name is Kira. I missed the trailer for season 4 of Vox Machina, so I have to watch that right now. Right now. I've missed their stupid faces. Okay? So let's just do it. Okay, so personal wishes for season 4 is nobody dying again. Though there are some characters with death flags that's really worrying me. And I would like for the characters who do not have vestiges yet to get their vestiges, because it would look cool. Okay. Let's go.
In all our research, not a single sage, text, or historian has any information on the Whispered One.
In my vision, one of the warriors fighting him wore cobalt.
Who's this person and a robot? Oh, Vex changed outfits? That's Percy. Oh god, if you're new here, I'm so stupid over Percy DeRollo. You don't even want to know.
If any record of him exists, it's in there.
Requesting a simple scroll from the archive is a trial. A secret this important? They'll never share it.
So, you plan to sneak into a highly protected vault guarded by a millennia-old sect of warrior monks and waltz out with knowledge so dangerous it's been scrubbed from history?
Oh. It'll be far more complicated than that. The Cobalt Archive is a high-security library of...
Sorry, just a second. I've missed you. God. Sorry, I can't do this. I can't, okay. Go back. I love him so much.
Oh. It'll be far more complicated than that. The Cobalt Archive is a high-security library of sacred texts. Its core vault houses the most ancient and important relics, including our scroll, which is tightly guarded by an elite force of warrior monks. Tarian will pose as a wealthy benefactor, making a generous donation to the soul. Pike's Plate of the Dawn Martyr. Only Pike will be along for the ride, as the monks unwittingly deliver her right into the vault. Meanwhile, the twins will use a talisman of truth, courtesy of you, Gilmore, to secure the daily combination needed to get Grog and Pike out of the vault. According to Vax's contacts in the clasp, the vault is protected by a sophisticated anti-magic field. That's where Keyleth and I come in. Once we disable the field, Grog can bamf out of Trinket's amulet to operate the huge mechanism that navigates the vault, while Pike drinks a potion of comprehension, granting her the intelligence to decipher the vault's ancient writing. Then we make a hasty escape before anyone's the wiser. Well, any questions?
I've got the only one that matters. Other than guilt by association, what do I get out of this?
The satisfaction of saving the world from the apocalypse?
Oh, how about dinner with the new guy?
The Cobalt Soul Affair. Oh my god, Percival. It was like they were like specifically like, okay, how can we get this like little how far can I sink out of the frame? How can we get this insignificant little YouTuber the most invested? Oh god. Just slowly come back up. Okay, so we're gonna get. So we're gonna get.
Get out of this?
The
new
satisfaction
guy here.
of saving the world from the apocalypse?
Gosh, Keyleth. Oh. I can see it. Robot, that's fun. I'm sorry, I love all this animation. This is so much fun. Like, it just... If they're actually gonna pull more stuff like this in the show, that's just a lot of fun. Like, I like that they're kind of leaning into the goofiness, especially because this is, I would say, Percy's particular brand of goofiness. Like, he... Season 1, he was a really angsty character. Oh my god, I'm talking about Percy. It must be, like, a day ending in Y. But, season 1, obviously, he was really serious. And then season 2, he got to be a little goofy. And then season 3 went back to him, dying. He had a little bit of goofiness in season 3, like trying to woo Vex. But, like, oh, half my brain is just, like, pounding on the other half. Like, shut up about Percy. Nobody cares. But he has so much potential to also be, like, a comic relief character. And I think that this really shows that off. This is great. This is great. Also, I love that it's bringing everything back, like her having Grog in the amulet. They all look so cute. They look so cute. So cute as their little James Bond. Oh my gosh. That's so cute. But I guess Scanlan's gone because of Kaylee. So they got new guy and robot guy? I hope Scanlan comes back. But yeah, I mean, like, this, first of all, beyond reminding me of, like, the Monsters, Inc. opening, I love this. I love that they're experimenting with their animation, and I love that they could go kind of with this in exploring kind of Percy's more goofy side. Because he definitely has the ability to be kind of a comic relief character. He absolutely has the ability to be a comic relief character, and also a badass character. I would love if he actually got, what is it called? The Cabal, if he got the vestige if he got the vestige that allows you to, like, disappear and reappear, then having that plus retort would make him very, very dangerous. Because, I mean, right now he usually, has to be pretty, when they fight, he generally does take up a position from far away, just because the pepper box is capable of, doing damage from far away, and is a little unyieldy when it comes to, like, close fighting. Or at least that's what we've seen in, fights. Like when he was fighting Cassandra with the, when she had her little sword in season 1, like, he was actually using the pepper box to, like, block the strikes. Like, he wasn't, and I know that he wasn't, like, trying to fight her, but it was like, it was pretty, like, it's not a melee weapon, but having, if he had the ability to actually, like, get close to the action without people seeing him with the vestige, then I think that would actually, that could put Percy back in action in a really interesting way. Anyway, oh my god.
Make a hasty escape before anyone's the wiser. Well,
I'm this guy. I don't know who he is, but that's who I am. Everyone else is just like, okay, Grog, yeah, good plan. Vax is like, I'm gonna humor him. Vex is like, I'm gonna humor him. Pike's like, you're an idiot. Caleb, you're an idiot. I'm this guy. Okay. Anything that Percy thinks of, I'm like, you did it, baby. You had a thought. Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay, this feels like a 10-minute meltdown over Percy. I'm so glad they're all, except Scanlan, back. I'm excited to meet new characters. It looks like they're just having, I don't know, they're having fun with this, and, like, combined with the Mighty Nine, however you want to say it, if you want to give it the German twist. It leads to like the idea that they're like able to lean more into the goofiness of their characters, I would say. I mean, I think that's always the thing about creating characters, is that at the very beginning, it's like, unless you like designate them to be goofy characters, you're kind of afraid to make them like, it's like, okay, well, better make sure that everybody knows that they're a pretty serious character so that they do serious things all the time. And you're kind of afraid to be a little goofy with them, but as you continue to write them and continue to know them, it's like, nah, they're a nerd. They would totally do something like this. That's just truth. So I don't know. I don't know whether this was actually reflected in the campaign or whether they're just getting like a little bit more creative with the show. Like, I don't know. I don't know whether they actually got more comfortable with their characters during the campaign in order to stretch the boundaries of their personalities a little bit more, or if this is just that the show is kind of coming into its own in being able to, wow, he's like gotten wide. My boy is eating. Like, I can't imagine having a scene like this in season 1, right? Because season 1 was so serious. Like, I can't imagine having a scene like this in season 1. In fact, his face is giving me life here, I gotta admit. Anyway, that's me in the trailer. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed I would focus on freaking Percy? But to be fair, the trailer also focused on Percy, so it's not my fault. It's theirs. It's Prime Video. They were after me. I can't wait. They're gonna kill me. They're gonna absolutely. I'm not gonna make it. Hopefully nobody dies this season. I mean, yeah, okay, so, wishes this season, well, I mean, Percy and Vex got together, so, I guess their continued happy relationship is, something I love. Percy not dying would be great. Vex not dying would be great. I don't want anybody to die, but I have some serious death flags, honestly, for Vax. By the way, I don't want to be spoiled. Please don't tell me any spoilers. I like discovering this. But I have death flags for Vax just because of the way that he was like hiding the corruption from the Raven Queen, and that would be so sad, but so good, but so sad. Like, if Keyleth's visions of the future, really weren't like with Vax. But also, like, he ended up giving that it was basically so he could bring Percy back to life, is what I got, was angering the matron by basically not allowing death to happen the way that it should have happened. It's kind of like Final Destination. But hopefully not like Final Destination, oh my god, but Final Destination but centered on Vax only. But it's kind of like he gave that up, but he did it, not only because of Percy, but because of Vex. He wanted Vex to be happy, and for that he wanted to bring back the person that she loved. So, like, if Vax ends up dying over that, I don't feel like he would regret it, but it's gonna be absolutely heart-shattering if that does happen. So I'm just gonna, like, gleefully ignore the death flags for now and pretend that this is, like, always gonna be how it is. Just, like, a bunch of friends screwing up together. I love this Chaos family. I'm really excited to meet, like, the other group. They look like so much fun. But for now, at least, seeing these guys again, it's like, oh, yep, there we go. I'm home. There they are. So, we'll see. Anyway, sorry. That was a season 2 trailer. You know what? You guys, you know me. You know me. You knew this was gonna be Percy. Rabbit Percy is doing quite well. I have to say that the rabbit room in my house that I'll be moving to, hopefully, maybe soonish, is going quite well. You know, it'll be full of like nice little things for him to play with, and maybe I can take some videos for you guys so you can see little rabbit Percy running around in his own room. Anywho, I hope you're doing well wherever and whenever you are, and I will see you whenever more Critical Role stuff drops. Okay, I gotta watch this like 15 more times, so bye.